Hello everyone, this is video number 2 in my series of advice videos. Thank you so much for watching the one that I did last week. Thank you for commenting and liking the video, and a big shout out to Ryan who gave a male's perspective. I really appreciate it. So gentlemen, feel free to leave your comments. For this week's video, I'll apologize in advance. I am feeling very sick. My voice is shot. You may hear some sniffling and some coughing, so please forgive me for that, alright? Now let's get right into the question. Okay, it says, "Hi Minnie, I've been with my boyfriend on and off for 3 years. I miscarried at 3 months 1 year ago. The thing is, he thinks it was his, but it might have been for someone else. I feel guilty and keep wondering if I should tell him the truth and that I cheated. Am I selfish to want to clear my conscience? I do love him very much and I hope to marry him one day." And that's where she ends the message. Okay. That is so wrong up. It rang up on a bunch of different levels. A, you cheated, which is wrong, period. And B, you cheated without protection. And I just think that is even worse than normal cheating, because you have put your health and the health of this person who had no say in the matter at risk. Wrong. Anyway, I think you need to tell him. And I will be very honest with you, for the first maybe 10 seconds when I was reading this, I thought to myself, Lord, for a peaceful life, just keep this your own little secret, take it to the grave, don't say anything, don't let it happen again. But of course, that's not what I'm going to tell you, because that does not make any sense. That was just me, thinking about stuff. No, you need to tell him. And the reason why you need to tell him is because, let's take it back to kindergarten. Honesty is the best policy. You need to be honest with him, especially if this is someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. You said you want to marry this person. Yeah, no relationship should have such a looming secret and such a big lie in it. And so you need to let him know. No, it would be irresponsible of me to tell you, oh, just go ahead and tell him, and that's the end of that. No. You should know that in your telling him, in you doing so, there is a very big possibility that it will be the end of your relationship, and that is fine. Because this is the kind of thing that warrants a breakup, like really. Now, 3 things can happen when you tell him. 1, he will be very angry at what you did, and he will want to break up. He'll be angry about the cheating and the fact that you led him to believe that this was his child and that you've kept the secret for so long, all of that. And he'll be angry and he'll want to break up. The next option is that he will want to break up with you, not only because of the cheating, but he'll also be angry with you about the fact that you are actually telling him, where the whole, guilty conscience and you wanting to clear your conscience comes into mind. Because there are people who would be like, why are you telling me this? You've kept such a secret for so long. Why are you telling me this? No, I didn't need to know this. What I don't know won't hurt me. So there is a possibility that on top of the act, angering him, the fact that you are telling him may also make him angry. And again, he may want to break up. Now, if he does want to break up, you can't fault him for that. You can't be angry about that. You need to just deal with it. You made your bed, you need to lie in it. But I do think you need to be mindful of the fact that this is a possibility before you actually go and tell him. So don't just run and tell him as soon as you see this video, but take a little time, maybe a few days, a few hours, and think about it and accept the fact that what you are going to tell him may change the course of your relationship, and just accept it, make your peace with it, and then do what you're doing. Now, there's a third thing that may happen. He may actually forgive you, which I think is slim to none. I don't think it's gonna happen, but there are people out there, and it would take a special character to forgive something like this. But you never know. I don't know the kind of guy you have, so it's a possibility. You telling him is a risk, but it's a risk that you need to take. You need to be honest with him, not just for yourself, but for him. Like, it'd be quite unfortunate for him to enter into a relationship that has this kind of a lie. And it's also unfair to him because you would not want him to have this kind of secret and not tell you. You know what I mean? You wouldn't want that to happen. Also, it would be very, very unfortunate if you were to find out about the cheating from someone else. You've managed to keep it a secret for, you know, a little over a year now. Which I guess is a good thing that you've kept it a secret. But you don't know. You don't know what can happen. He may find out, and it would be so unfortunate if he were to find out from somebody else and not you. Especially if he really, really does love you as well. He would not be pleased about that. So go ahead and let him know. No. Boy, what was I gonna say? I have my notes, guys. I have my notes. So, in you telling him, at least you will know where you stand. And if he does break up with you, or even if he does stay with you, it will give you an opportunity to learn a lesson, to learn to be more loyal, to learn to be more trustworthy, to be more honest. And everything that you learn from this, you can use it to be in a better relationship with someone else, someone new, or help it to make your relationship with him, if he forgives you, make it grow and make it a more wholesome and healthy relationship. There's definitely a lesson to be learned in all of this. And you know what, don't go into it thinking, Lord, I'm going to break up with me and that's it, and I've lost the love of my life and all that, because that may be true. You may be losing the love of your life, but guess what, if you guys do break up, then you just break up and you can meet someone else eventually. It will take time, but you can meet someone else, and you can move on from this. So my vote is that you need to tell him. You should tell him. Yeah, the next thing is that you put the health at risk. I know I mentioned that earlier, but you put both your health at risk. Is that grammatically correct? I do not know. But you put your health at risk and you put his health at risk. Don't do it again, please. Like, I don't support cheating at all. But if you're gonna cheat, be safe about it, please, people. Because it's so unfair to that other person. You brought home a pregnancy this time, but you could have brought home gonorrhea or syphilis or AIDS. You know what I mean? So that's just not cool. Don't let that happen again. But yes, tell him, and whatever happens, happens, and you will just grow from it, move on from it. This will be a distant memory in another few years. You will be fine. So that is what I have to say about the whole matter. If any of you watching this have anything else to add, please feel free to leave your comment. Yeah, and I believe that's it from me. Oh, send your messages or your problems or your questions to me at minnysmind@gmail.com, minnysmind@gmail.com. And or you can send me on Facebook as well. Whatever avenue you want to use, that's fine. So stay tuned for next week's question, and until then, take care, everyone. Bye bye.